Holly, I'll toss it back to you.
Tucker, this is going to be so cool because our next guest is solving the energy crisis. One step that I want you to do. I want you to look at the shoes I'm wearing. Never mind you that they don't necessarily go with this particular outfit, but our guest, her name is Hahna Alexander, and she is the creator of SolePower. It's a Pittsburgh-based startup company. It's getting lots and lots of attention. The company is focused on portable technology that generates power simply by moving around. I'm just going to keep walking until I get done with my intro. Follow me. Yeah. So this is what it is. It's a simple shoe pad. You can create enough energy to charge a phone or a device. There are endless applications for this invention, from helping a military member charge a battery while on their feet to reducing accidents by keeping track of workers on job sites. Getting out of breath. I'm walking so much. Hannah's hard work has made her one of Forbes' 30 Under 30 in Energy, Glamour Magazine's Top 10 Tech Heroes, and a White House Global Entrepreneur. Now that I've walked 22 miles in these shoes, do you see that? Woo!
Nice.
Shoe! I feel like I need to get lit after all of that. No, I'm just kidding. This is Hannah. Hannah, this is amazing.
Thank you.
All right. So let's talk about how you originally, and now they're solidly lit up.
Yeah, now they're solidly lit up. So you've charged the capacitor in there by walking around the studio so much.
That is really cool. So how did you ever come up with this idea? Like, what was the aha moment for you?
It was actually a class project, so it was a group effort, and our professor asked us to come up with technology that would solve a problem for students on campus. So we went to Carnegie Mellon, and we were walking to and from class pretty late at night. So actually the first version just lit up shoes, kind of like a glorified Nike shoe.
Right, exactly.
And the problem that we ran into was we needed for it, so we came up with the system where as we were walking it would charge it.
You know what, I thought you were going to say your inspiration was, you know those little kids shoes that like light up when kids run? You're like,
those are pretty cool too.
those are pretty cool too. But this is very practical, and you have the components here, so kind of really explain exactly how it works.
Yeah, so every time you step down, it kind of takes that linear motion in your step and converts it to rotational motion. So we're actually spinning a permanent magnet generator embedded inside the shoe. So this is an Sra Max Boot, which is a slip-resistant work boot. Our first implementation of this is actually a connected self-charging work boot to help industrial workforces be more productive and safer. So these are some of the components. The electronics, this is an example right here, kind of goes in the toe end. And then the kinetic charger, which is using systems like gears, links, clutches, mechanical systems, goes into the heel right here. And then we have a small intermediate battery that kind of charges the brains of the system.
Okay, so then you get the energy, then really what? Do you hook your phone up to your shoe? I mean...
So this particular version is entirely embedded. What we've tried to do here is create a new category in wearables. So essentially a self-charging wearable, or a wearable that you never have to plug in. So this version is actually self-sustained. Every time you step, it's going to create enough power to charge the systems that are in the toe end. So this particular version does location tracking and motion sensing for workers that are industrial environments.
I see. So then what's the military application here?
So the military actually carries a lot of backup battery weight. They carry about 20 pounds of batteries for a single-day mission, and if they're going on longer missions, they're carrying more batteries. So they're actively interested in using energy harvesting sources to reduce some of that backup battery weight. And
yeah,
this is one of the many
they're in remote areas where they don't have access.
Exactly.
To plugging something.
They don't want to be walking around with 20 pounds of dead weight on them either.
This is such a big thing, though, just for you as a role model. Here you are. You're a woman. You're young. You're in engineering. For you to get the recognition that you've, what has that meant to you?
Well, I think it's awesome. I mean, it's great. Hopefully I can be a bit inspirational for younger women, or kind of help be a mentor to some up-and-coming entrepreneurs. And I think the people I always looked at were also women, strong women that were in science and engineering. So I'm really happy to be able to sort of pass it on.
Are you selling these? People are buying these, or it's still in the...
Right now, we're still in a testing pilot phase. So we're always interested to hear new applications and different people that are interested in testing it. Yeah, if you're interested, then contact us.
What does one pair cost?
So right now we make them in really small volumes, and typically with hardware, one of the challenges is when you make it in small volumes, the cost is much higher.
Right.
So our cost will go down the more volume increases. Right? Yes.
Do you foresee any kind of use of this in just like the everyday world?
Yeah, absolutely. So the general trend is for clothing, for devices to be more connected, and all of that is going to require battery life.
I mean, so one day I could really maybe, though we're seeing the military right now, wear a pair of pumps that will help charge my phone.
We hope so. I have embedded these in heels because I got kind of sick of going to networking events wearing construction boots. And
see,
yeah,
when a woman's behind the ideas, they think of everything. I'm so impressed. This really is amazing. Not sure it completes my look currently, but it really is amazing. And you know what the amazing thing about it was? You said it takes about 20 steps. It took me a little more than that, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't take very long, and you start seeing, you reap the benefits. The energy's coming back. You're putting it out, and it's coming back in a real, tangible way.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Very cool.
Thank you.
And I will say these actually are a little more comfortable than my heels.
You know, you mentioned practical usages, and I'm wondering, you know, I travel through a lot of third world countries. I'm thinking these would be great individual power sources for people beyond charging cell phones, because, you know, power being a big issue with infrastructure.
Yeah, so one of the benefits is that it can be embedded in so many different types of footwear, and one of the applications we're really excited about is giving it to sort of the developing world that doesn't always have access to reliable electricity grids. So,
you are amazing.
Absolutely.
I mean, kudos to you. I am so proud of this and just so excited to see it happening. Good for you.
Thanks.
Wow.
Good job.
Okay.
Great stuff. Great discovery.
You can try them on, Maureen. I was going to.